This is the story about Rabbi Akiva, the rooster, the donkey, and the candle. All that God does is for the good. This is the story of how a great sage many years ago, named Rabbi Akiva, would see everything that happened in life, everything for the good, no matter what happened. Rabbi Akiva was a great man who only started studying Torah when he was 40 years old. He would say that a person should accustom himself to say, everything that the merciful one, God, does, he does for the best. It once happened that Rabbi Akiva was traveling along the way. He came to a certain city and asked for a place to stay, but nobody would provide him lodging. He said, everything that God does, he does for the best. He went to sleep in the field. He had with him a rooster, a donkey, and a candle. That night, a strong wind came and blew out the candle. A cat came and ate the rooster. A lion came and ate the donkey. He said, everything that God does, he does for the best. That very night, the army came and took the entire city into captivity. But Rabbi Akiva was saved that night. He had not been given lodging, and so he had slept outside the city. Since the light of his candle had blown out, nobody was able to see him. Since his donkey had been killed, nobody would hear it bray. Since his chicken had been eaten by a cat, nobody would hear it cock-a-doodle-doo. Even though so many bad things happened to Rabbi Akiva that evening, he continued to have faith that everything that God does is for the best. That morning, he saw what had happened to the city and that he had been saved only because of the bad events that had happened that night. After all, it had really all happened in order to save his life. The next day, he said, "Didn't I say that everything that God does, he does for the best?" Let us always remember and take to heart that even when we have so many difficulties in life, or things don't seem to go our way, that still everything that God does, he does for the best.